you will advance to spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace.
Inner peace. Inner peace.
Keep your surf off my turf!
Dinner, please. Dinner with peas in a sesame soy glaze.
This is not working at all.
Kung Fu Panda 4. Show Kung Fu Panda heeft op vanaf wereldjes moois babbelen venkjes next to werken met de geestkracht. En de versie ook dat hij enjoy them a lot. So the first movie was is a masterpiece and it's probably the best movie in the Kung Fu Panda franchise, and it's also really funny and has a pretty cool animation. The second movie is not only great, but it's also the saddest and darkest movie in the entire franchise. I mean, if I'd watch this movie in the cinema, I would 90% can cry. And also, the villain is probably the best and the most thing in the entire franchise. And then there's the third movie, which despite being the weakest movie in the franchise, the movie is still pretty good and it's also very heartwarming, funny, and mostly cute. I mean, do you know how many pandas are in the third movie? And then there's the fourth movie, which when I heard that they were making a fourth Kung Fu Panda movie, I was actually pretty excited actually. But I am kind of nervous though, since every Kung Fu Panda gets weaker and weaker a passing movie. But who knows, maybe it could be pretty good and enjoyable, or maybe even great. So now that Paul is back in another journey in the fourth movie, will this be as good as the first two movies? Or should have Paul ended in the third movie? Well, let's find out. And also spoilers for everyone who has seen this movie, because I watched this movie 5 days after the movie was released in the United States. So now let's start with, of course, the story. So in this new sequel, Bo is no longer gonna be the dragon warrior anymore, and is instead gonna be the spiritual leader of the Valley of Peace, which he gets really upset about, and he's been the dragon warrior in the first 3 movies. So then Bo meets this wolf girl called Jen, who's this rebellious wolf with a really tragic backstory and has no parents. So Paul has to go to a city with Jen in order to fight the villain called the Chameleon, which he can have an ability to shapeshift, and Jen also works for the Chameleon. So the biggest problem I have with the story in Kung Fu Panda 4 is that the fighting is kinda mixed. Sometimes it's okay, while most of it is just mediocre. And also am I the only one that the idea of going to a city to fight a villain. Recycle come from Kung Fu Panda too. Even Felix himself thinks it's similar to Kung Fu Panda too.
There's a new Kung Fu Panda movie where Po needs to travel to a new city in order to do battle with a villain there. You know, that reminds me of something. I just can't put my finger on it. Oh yeah, Kung Fu Panda 2!
And also it can be quite predictable due to its repetitiveness. But however, is it terrible? No, I think this story is just okay, but kind of forgettable. But so, and also, as for the humor, I guess it's kinda decent. I'm not saying that all the jokes are amazing. In fact, some jokes can feel a little bit juvenile, but there were some jokes in the movie that did give me a loud laugh. So anyways, the stuff in this movie may be forgettable, but at least it's not terrible. So now it's time for the animation. So as I mentioned earlier, Kung Fu Panda is known for its really creative animation. And the fourth movie is absolutely no different. To start off, the character designs are still reminiscent to the Kung Fu Panda characters and don't look inconsistent. And also the movie's backgrounds are extremely gorgeous. Yes, and the character animation is mostly smooth, and also there is one stop motion scene with the UV 5 toys. So I just love the animation in this movie. But however, one nitpick problems I have to say about the animation it's that it doesn't really live. It's that it doesn't look as you wish the previous movies. I mean, it's not the same, but a little bit of it's literally the same animation. And also, but there is a 2D scene in this movie, but it only happens once, which is kind of disappointing. Since Wolves band together did hit the 2D scenes like 3 times or even more. So, but however, the animation in here still holds up, and also the chameleon shape-shifting scenes are done so well. I mean they managed it to look really threatening, and the special effects are actually pretty good, and I love when the background changes. It's kind of like anime, but even though it doesn't look like Puss in Boots the last week, it doesn't change the fact that the animation is still amazing. So now it's time for the character. So the most disappointing thing about this movie it's that the Furious 5 are barely in this movie. I mean, the Furious 5 only appeared at the ending credits, and that's shit I never seen again. But at least I will be in Kung Fu Panda 5 with no. Viewers is gonna milk the franchise if they Kung Fu Panda 5. Well, never mind, maybe in some short or something, I don't know. So to describe the characters, they like what you expect from a Kung Fu Panda movie. So then there's Bo, who's upset that he will no longer be the Dragon Warrior anymore. But he is still a really nice character like in the other movies. And then there's Master Shifu, who's the grumpy good guy who wants to tell us about that he will no longer be the Dragon Warrior anymore, and most of the time he's just annoyed. And then there is Shen, who's this wolf girl that's basically Nimona but with no shape-shifting power. So, and speaking of shape-shifting, then we have the main villain of the movie, the chameleon. So the chameleon is this evil-ass villain who wants to possess the power of every Kung Fu villain. Because her backstory was that she got kicked out of every Kung Fu class. And as for the other characters, there is this Spanish who maybe look cute, but don't be fooled because this Spanish have little psychopaths. And there's also this big fish who walks in who restaurant called Bunnish, I think. I don't know. Oh, I don't know anything about her. So next. So, and there's also Tai Lang who also appeared in the first Kung Fu Panda movie, and he only appears quite a bit. And speaking of the villains, Lord Shannon, the villains from the previous 3 movies are actually in this movie, which makes this movie like the Avengers Endgame of Kung Fu Panda. Wait, why would I say Avengers Endgame? That sounds overhyped as hell. So, how if I had to describe a movie to character, is that they're just good. They're not. Some of them can be enjoyable, and some of them can be likable, and that's about the characters. So even if the characters haven't the best things in the movie, they are still they can be memorable sometimes. I wasn't expecting much from this movie, but when I watched this movie, I gotta say that it was surprisingly really good. Even though Kung Fu Panda 4 is definitely the biggest movie in the franchise, it doesn't change the fact that it's still pretty good and has some great action scenes, amazing animation, and likable characters, and the soundtrack, that's an absolute banger of a soundtrack. So if you love Kung Fu Panda, then I'd highly recommend it to watch it. But if not, then just wait for it till it comes on. But if you hate Kung Fu Panda, then just wait for it to be on digital or just to avoid it. But for anyone else who loves Kung Fu Panda, this is probably a must watch. And also, that's why I'm saying that this movie was pretty good and gets an 8 out of 10. So I'm wondering what reviews will be for the movie. If the reviews have worse than my opinion, then I'm gonna change my rating. And I hope viewers make more better movies. No, screw this movie. Oh, fine, I will review Mega Man vs. the Doom and the Cat.